Okay, so we have something kind of quick and straightforward here today. I want to go over the integral formula for the dilogarithm that we have up here on the board. There's two forms of this. I could start with either way, but what I want to do is derive the other integral formula we have for the dilogarithm from this. We also have the series definition over here to the right. We're not really going to use that in this video, but it's just another way to express the dilogarithm. So for our integral here, what I'm going to want to do is let's just do a u substitution to change the denominator. So I'm going to set my u equal to 1 minus x, rearrange, solve for x, so then x is going to be 1 minus u. Take a derivative, get the dx value, that's just going to be minus du. So then we'll take this integral and do the substitution. I'll plug a z in here. Then what's going to happen is the upper bound becomes 1 minus c, plug a 1 in, and then that's just going to be a 0. The natural log x, plug this in, is going to transform into natural log 1 minus u, and 1 minus x is just going to be u. Dx, for that value, we just have this minus du. For the minus sign, a lot of times I flip the bounds, but in this case, we don't really know. So what I'll do is let's take the minus sign and just leave it out front here. And then let me just kind of rewrite this a little bit. So what I'm going to do, let's do some variable changes. I'm actually going to do two variable changes at once. It doesn't, in a definite integral, it doesn't really matter what variables we use. So instead of using z, let's use y here. So we're saying our equation for dilogarithm 1 minus y, this is going to be minus, again, changing it to y. So I'll write this as 0 to 1 minus y. Let's change this back to x. This isn't really, none of this is really necessary here with the variable change. I'm just trying to get a little perspective on it. So we'll change this back to x. And then here, this is just some value. This is some input into our dilogarithm. I can change the variable again on it. Let's just call this z. So let's say for our equation for dilogarithm of z, let's write it as minus integral from 0 to z, natural log 1 minus x over x dx. And so this is just another way to express the dilogarithm. So we have, as far as I know, these are like the three major definitions. Is this one by integral, the thing we started with up here, and then the series definition we have over here. Of course, we could have done the same thing. I could have started with this one, done a u substitution, and gone here to here. But it's basically the same thing, just straightforward u substitution transforms one formula to the other. Okay, there you go. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day.